can listen to The Front on your smart speaker every morning. To hear the latest episode, just say, play the news from The Australian.
From The Australian, here's what's on the front. I'm Claire Harvey. It's Tuesday, September 17. The United States is putting pressure on the Australian government to stand by Israel, rejecting a Palestinian Authority motion at the United Nations demanding Israeli withdrawal from its territory. Australia is considering its position. Parents hoping for a ban on kids using social media will have to wait until the end of the year at the earliest. The delays are down to tech companies quibbling about who's responsible and internal divisions within Labor about what's the right age. Those stories are live now at theaustralian.com.au. A 58-year-old is accused of plotting to shoot Donald Trump on a Florida golf course. Secret Service agents say they caught Ryan Routh aiming an automatic weapon in the former president's direction, prompting more pressure about how a gunman allegedly got so close. One thing's certain, this won't prompt a serious gun control debate in the United States. Today, we dig into a wild week of dogs, cats, and an AK-47. It's happening again in America.
President Trump is safe following gunshots in his vicinity.
A Secret Service agent on the advance team on the golf course a few holes ahead of the former president, while that agent spotted a muzzle of a weapon poking through a chain link fence.
We're told the suspect's name is Ryan Wesley Routh, R-O-U-T-H.
The sheriff's office there released pictures of evidence collected at the scene: an AK-47 rifle, 2 backpacks, and a GoPro. Routh, according to public records, has a long criminal record, including a standoff with police in North Carolina in 2002.
Ryan Routh is 58 and had been a prolific user of Twitter, now called X. He had posted on social media about his passionate support for Ukraine.
We should have thousands upon thousands of people standing here with the Ukrainians. And, I've had several people come, but just a handful, So it blows my mind that I'm standing here alone.
And in a 2023 interview...
That's Ryan Routh, a US citizen who set up the International Volunteer Center in Ukraine to help connect foreigners to Ukrainian military units.
Now I'm talking to over 100 soldiers every day, and the biggest thing is spies. They're afraid that anybody and everybody is a Russian spy.
Eric Trump said his father is running out of lives. It's only 2 months since Trump's ear was grazed by a bullet in Pennsylvania.
The investigation into the shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, ramps up. FBI officials try to determine the motive in the shooting, maintaining their belief Crooks acted alone.
Trump was initially emotional.
I stand before you in this arena only by the grace of Almighty God.
And then opportunistic.
I probably took a bullet to the head because of the things that they say about me. They talk about democracy.
In any of the world's other functional democracies, this would spark a debate about gun control. In Australia, in 2019, we had a fortnight-long bout of soul-searching after Senator Fraser Anning was hit with an egg.
Melbourne teenager Will Connolly, better known as Egg Boy, has been both vilified and dubbed Hero of the Earth.
Yeah, you can see this man repeatedly punches a 17-year-old after the boy smashed that egg on his head.
But in the US, even after countless school massacres, this issue is hotly partisan. For the Republicans, gun rights are perceived as a strength.
This is a radical left liberal that would do this. She wants to confiscate your guns. And
the Democrats try not to be the target.
Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away, so stop with the continuous lying about this stuff.
That means even when literally under the gun, neither side will call for tighter restrictions, during this campaign at least. Here's what else Trump got up to over the weekend.
I hate Taylor Swift, the former president posted in all caps on his social media app Truth Social on Sunday, September 15th.
That's after Trump shared AI-generated images of Swift, suggesting she was a fan. Then Swift endorsed Kamala Harris, urging her followers to make up their own minds and vote, and signing off childless cat lady. That's about this 2021 claim from JD Vance. He's Trump's vice president pick.
Look, what I was basically saying is that we're effectively run in this country via the Democrats, via our corporate oligarchs, by a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices that they've made, and so they want to make the rest of the country miserable too.
This issue's gone wild in recent weeks as both parties present themselves as pro-family in the context of a raging debate about abortion. And that's all wrapped up in accusations of lies and hyperbole. Harris claims Trump will pass a nationwide abortion ban, something Trump denies. Trump says Harris wants to give women the right to kill babies even after they're born, something Harris denies. Coming up, we're not finished talking about cats just yet. Subscribers to The Australian get expert analysis of all the goings-on in the US presidential election around the clock. Check us out at theaustralian.com.au, and we'll be back after this break.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
That's Donald Trump in last week's presidential debate. Whatever the virtues or otherwise of the debate, that was the moment everyone will remember forever.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
One that is focused on the future and the other on the past.
And actor Joseph Gordon-Levitt with musicians the Gregory Brothers made it an earworm.
They're eating the dogs. I read that you was black. I'll say that.
Let's not go back. We're not going back.
One of the debate's moderators, David Muir, sought clarification.
ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is the people.
On Monday, Trump's running mate, Ohio Senator JD Vance, at first seemed to admit he'd made up the claim about dogs and cats being eaten in Springfield, Ohio.
The American media totally ignored this stuff until Donald Trump and I started talking about cat memes. If I have to, create stories so that the American media actually pays attention to the suffering of the American people, then that's what I'm going to do, Dana, because you guys are completely letting Kamala Harris coast.
Host Dana Bash pulled him up.
You just said that this is a story that you created. So the eating dogs and cats thing is not
We are
accurate.
creating, Dana, it comes from firsthand accounts from my constituents. I say that we're creating a story, meaning we're creating the American media focusing on it. I didn't create 20,000 illegal migrants coming into Springfield thanks to Kamala Harris's policies.
Springfield's mayor and the town's sheriff said the only claims they'd heard were 2 calls about Haitian people carrying geese away from a local river, which they said couldn't be substantiated. Here's Springfield Mayor Rob Rue.
We are a community that comes together and works together. And these are the things that we want to talk about, Springfield, to the nation, not the things that we have to keep telling the press like, hey, your pets are safe in Springfield, Ohio. They absolutely are. It's crazy I have to keep saying that.
So what's really happening in Springfield, Ohio? There are between 12 and 20,000 Haitian immigrants in the town, a mix of legal immigrants and permanent residents. Officials say that has put a strain on public infrastructure and services. Trump and Vance have repeatedly invoked the death of 11-year-old Aiden Clark. He died when his school bus was in an accidental collision with a Haitian migrant in 2023. Aiden's father, Nathan Clark, has begged Vance and Trump to stop using his son's name and stop claiming it was a murder.
This needs to stop now. They are not allowed, nor have they ever been allowed to mention Aiden Clark from Springfield, Ohio. I will listen to them one more time to hear their apologies.
Here's Vance.
I can't believe what kind of a tragedy they've experienced, but I'm still going to keep on talking about what the migrants have done to Springfield, Ohio, and what Kamala Harris's open border has done to Springfield, Ohio.
JD Vance will face the Democrats' vice presidential nominee, Tim Walz, in a debate on October 2.
Tell me who would you be? Tell me who would you be? Tell me, oh, tell me, 'cause I gotta know. Who would you be? Tell me who would you be?
Our subscribers at theaustralian.com.au are the first to know about all the big news. Join us at theaustralian.com.au.